kind of got into rhythm after that and made a couple of plays.
You talked about keeping the foot on the gas. Is that something you saw tonight?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there's some times in the second half I wish we'd execute a little bit better. We got a lot of things to improve on, but that's one thing our players need to learn how to do is finish games and play throughout and play hard, for 60 minutes. I think for the most part we did that.
So let's talk about the consistency you were looking for through training camp. They come out the way you wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, we really did a pretty good job. I thought our first group was pretty sharp. We had a little bit of a lull in the second half there when Matt went in, just kind of, I think he was a little nervous and just had a hard time with the ball. But I thought it was pretty good. The thing I was really excited about was we didn't turn the football over. I think in a game when it rains like this and sometimes it gets a little sloppy, you have a tendency to turn it over a little bit. And I was proud of our guys for not doing that.
Was there anything that you said to them as far as, it coming out raining and, knowing that you guys were wanting to throw the ball around?
No, not really. I think sometimes when it rains like it did a little bit, I think it's an advantage to the offense in a lot of ways, as long as you're playing with a dry ball. So I was happy with the way they handle everything. It's a little bit weird when you're getting ready to kick it off. The first game, you've been waiting 8 months for it, and all of a sudden you got an hour rain delay. That was kind of new for me, a little bit different. But I was proud of our guys for coming out, taking that first drive and driving down the field and making some plays and getting the ball in the end zone.
How about Grigsby?
Did a good job. I think he's a stronger runner, than he was last year. He knows what he's doing better. I think he's a little more physical, and I thought he ran hard. I thought our offensive line played extremely well. And I expect that from those guys. I think it's a pretty solid team.
It's a pretty good balance, too.
Yeah, I think so. Don't know that it's going to be that way all the time, but it just kind of worked out that way. I think sometimes, we'll run the ball when they give us a run, and we'll throw it when we have the pass. And so, it just kind of worked out that way.
Willie was sharp from the get-go.
Yeah, I thought Willie played pretty well. I thought he made some good decisions. Got rid of the ball when he needed to. Like I said, I think it's easy when your offensive line plays as well as those guys played, and I was proud of I thought our receivers caught the ball pretty consistently, and I thought it was a pretty solid, first game.
Was there anything from the first team unit that you can go back and say, hey, you need to clean this up a little bit?
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of things, I promise you. The first play of the game, the ball hit us in the chest and we dropped it. So, that's just there's a lot of things we can improve on, but I thought it was a pretty decent start.